Women frequently attempt to evade responsibility for their sexual conduct by ascribing it to the men involved. Without any social or legal enforcement of marriage, this leaves hasty exit as a man's only means of self-defense. A male sex strike was probably beyond the imagination even of Aristophanes. But it may be a mistake to underestimate men. He and not women have been the builders, sustained, and defenders of civilization. The latest word from college campuses is that women have begun to complain that men are not asking them out. That's right. Men at their hormonal peak are going to class side by side with noble young women who now outnumber them and are simply ignoring or stunning them. Some report being repeatedly asked, "Are you gay?" by frustrated women. This is what happens when women complain for 40 years about being used as sex objects. Eventually, men stop using them as sex objects. Not long ago, I spotted a feminist recruitment poster at a local college. Most of it consisted of the word false in bold capitals, visible from a distance. Underneath was something to the effect, "Here are all man-hating maniacs, etc. Come join us and see." When the most inspiring slogan a movement can come up with amounts to, "Here not as bad as everyone says," you know it is in trouble. We have arrived at a rare historical moment when men have the upper hand in the battle of the sexes. The only thing still holding up the present feminist bureaucratic regime is the continued willingness of many of the hated heterosexual white males to live according to the old rules. Once we stop doing these things, the whole system of patronage and parasitism collapses. Our first priority must be to put the divorce industry out of business. A man must insist on nothing less than a legally binding promise to love, honor, and obey him before consenting to give a woman a baby. One proposal for strengthening marriage is the recognition of personalized marriage contracts. These could be made in accordance with various religious traditions. This would help erode the superstitious belief in a universal right to participate in politics, and political life itself would be less affected by the feminine tendencies to value security over freedom and base public policies on sentiment. Property would also be more secure, where the producers of wealth have greater political power.